Welcome. I am Reverend Montclair, and this is Monday Church with Reverend Montclair for July 14th, 2025. A lot going on in our world and in our American society. A lot of it not good, a lot of it heart wrenching, a lot of cruelty. Being what? Being spoken about as if it's amazingly wonderful American policy. So, what do we do in such a society? Well, number one, we still have to really maintain care for ourselves, for those we care about, for communities, and connecting with communities of people that believe in compassion, believe in standing up for what is right, and who are willing to be brave in the presence of unspeakable cruelty. So, what does it mean to be brave? To be brave is to stand in truth, not in lies. It means to take actions towards justice, not injustice. It means that we may even have to let go of our self image in a community that we're used to being revered in, or at least tolerated, accepted. If our values, speaking on our values, are in opposition to the general community or um, people that you tend to associate with. So, why associate in circles of people that do not share your values? It is also really important to somehow keep in touch with your soul and to keep a communication going between your consciousness and that soul consciousness. Throughout my life, I have used art and writing to be able to access some deeper levels of my own consciousness and values and be able to communicate from deep inside to a visible form, even through metaphor, whether in language or in images, sometimes music, to be able to more understand what and I will say we, are going through at this time and any time in our lives where massive growth is demanded by the larger push of the world. So when the world gets really aggressive and messy to deal with, that's when we really have to hunker down within ourselves and become the best selves that we can be. It's challenging. It is a calling to become wholly who you are, who you're meant to be, who you are capable of becoming. So we not all of us feel that we are either worthy or courageous enough, and that changes day to day. So being worthy is a decision that you're worthy of being treated justly, you're worthy of acceptance, you're worthy of life, you're worthy of the best that this life has to offer, and no one else is more worthy. So it does take into account our soul's tally of who we are and who we've been. Because whether or not you are being honest with yourself, your soul knows. Whether or not you are being honest with others, your soul knows. Whether or not your intentions are manipulative and cruel, while putting a kind and even what is it, like like pious sheen on your intentions. Your soul knows, and the divine knows. Energy doesn't lie. So it's time for us to take stock of our own true intentions and to be aware of our conscious projections. That means when we don't like something in ourselves, but we push it outside of ourselves and see it somewhere else and blame those people for that kind of behavior or that belief system when there's part of that in us. So, to be conscious of prejudice in our own lives, in our own even subconscious reactions to people, become aware of our own subconscious cruelty to ourselves and others, because that's what's being shown to us very visibly on this wider national stage. Also, gaslighting, the tendency to lie and to rebrand something as something completely different than what it truly is. These are the things that we see in the news, and people are experiencing overwhelming injustice and cruelty, where troops are called in to an area that doesn't need them, and areas that do need them, they're nowhere to be found. So take stock of our own lives and do something that supports your joy in life and your own ability to be an agent of creative change in this world. So take your creativity, take your vision, and make something. Make something that puts outside of yourself your vision, your ideas, your passions, whether it be a collage, a song, a poem, a painting, even a well thought out conversation, or even a journey around some part of this beautiful country, even if it's in your own town, to really see and to really communicate with whatever it is you find there. Much of our lives can be so scripted and owned in some way by an external um, schedule that we might have to perform for. We need those days where we have downtime, where nothing is scheduled, nothing is planned, and nothing is expected or foreseen or um, manipulated to become something else. We need time to just stare at the clouds. We need time just to listen to the wind. We need time just to witness nature in all of its beauty and often still balance, and how all of nature is not pretending to be something else. It is only what it is, where it is. And sometimes the plant grows from a crevice in the concrete. It still does its best to be the best plant in that location. It may not have been planted well, it may not have the best environment, it may not have some of the nutrients it really needs, but it will still grow to its best ability. So we too need to grow to our best ability and not shun the idea of growth because we're afraid of it. Not trying to stay small or ignorant or the same. We are constantly evolving, whether we like it or not. And sometimes we stunt that growth because we're afraid, because we want to stay comfortable, because we don't want to be challenged. I say take the challenge, continue to grow, because that is what life does. It just says, I want to live, I want to grow, I want to live, I want to grow. And become the best you that you can be. And in this day, take your breaths, deep breaths, to let out the fear, the cruelty, the injustice, the lack of acceptance, and even loneliness or um, feeling out of place or alien for some. Let all that go, and in one moment of time, let everything in your world be at peace in one moment of time. We cannot always be in a state of anxiety, of fear, of foreboding, of loss, of grief. We have to allow those moments where there is peace, where there is compassion, even if just for the self, where there is kindness, even if just for ourselves, and where we can be that creative agent, where we can have that spark of inspiration in our eyes and in our hearts and take actions to do something with that. So that's my message for today. And I will be doing some painting myself this evening. And it's good to acknowledge what you're avoiding when you're not taking care of yourself. And you're not taking care of yourself if you're off balance. You need to be balanced. We all need to have some kind of balance in this crazy, unbalanced world. So much love to you all, and may you walk in beauty, with beauty before you, with beauty behind you, with beauty above, with beauty below, and with beauty all around you. May you walk. Till next time, I am Reverend Montclair, and this is Monday Church with Reverend Montclair. Thanks for tuning in.